are live. Home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the Nuggets.
And over the course of the season, they'll see these guys 4 times, and they've already dropped the first game. So this is a get-back game. I think confidence-wise, they need to get the win here.
Well, I think the tendency a lot of times is to do something different the next time you see a team. But I just say keep playing to your strengths. That's really your best shot.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put it through. Nice!
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Williams for 3.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Jokic throws it down hard.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now, here's Jokic. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Knocked away. And ball puts up a deep 3. Jokic, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's the floater. Reed with the rebound. Brunson outside. Shoots over ball. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Now, here's Bridges. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. LaVine for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. There's the 3. And Mikal Bridges with the 3. Bridges got 7.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And, Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
First personal foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Jokic. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Over in the corner, Williams for the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
The three, Bridges.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Brunson gets it to go.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Bridges outside. Jokic on top. Sweet little floater. Jokic just got 6.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
There's Green with the three. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Pass to Williams. And Brunson has it in the corner. Williams looking around. No good from outside.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Grant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Williams. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Here's Westbrook. Reed with the defensive effort. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Portland out in front, up by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
9.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Pass to Jokic. Tries from 10. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Grant. Shot clock at 4. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. That one is off. Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
That is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
6 to shoot. Stolen by Lively. Here we go, one-on-one. And the wide-open shot from Green. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Connie.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
What touch from Brunson.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Westbrook scanning the floor. And the rejection by Lively. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, going over the top, Levine putting his hops on display.
Right side, Westbrook. Diabate. Back to Westbrook. Nice D from Levine. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Williams. Out to Brunson. Right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Pass to Diabate. To the left side wing. And Westbrook, here we go. Portland, no good that time either. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Levine wide open. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Levine's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Clowney.
2 minutes.
To the paint. It's tipped. Taken away by Williams. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Westbrook drives in. It's stolen by Green. Here's Levine. Basket counts. Levine's got 7 points.
Good touch on the interior. Levine really crafty at figuring out ways to create space down low.
Pass to Diabate. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Stolen by Brunson. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. George with the steal. Here's Walter. It's stolen by Green. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lively. Brunson outside. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Brunson's got 12 now in this quarter.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
1 second left. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Brunson. Pass to Williams. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Wells. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Paul. Pass to Jokic. Now Wells. Back to Jokic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Denver leading by 6. Green left side. Pass to Reed. To the wing right side. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Misses the jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him. But it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant outside. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Bridges got 10.
They finally got one to go, but not until they missed 3 straight to start the second half.
From deep, Williams can't answer back with the dunk of his own. And the dunk by Wells.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
And sometimes Jokic overwhelms you with his size and footwork inside, which in turn forces the foul.
The Nuggets leading. Brunson surveying the D. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points here for Jalen Williams.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Jokic draws the double. Denver grabs the miss. The Nuggets moving the ball around to the inside. Brunson, no good.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Stolen by Reed. And so they foul intentionally. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before him, for sure. And Jokic wide open, he shoots. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Back over to you, Kevin.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Jokic's screen. To the middle. They need this. And Jokic slings it in.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
.143 left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off of shots. Here's Wells. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Wells has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Levine. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 1:12 left to play here in the third. Outside, ball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's now his 4th turnover. He's just been too careless with the basketball.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts, how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
Second team foul.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here is George. Scoreless thus far. Here's Levine. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Here's Diabate. And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball in.
The Nuggets, 48. Fourth quarter.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Right side, ball. Bridges outside. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Brunson. Excellent D there from Ball. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Portland. Bridges shot. Good.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Brunson outside. Pass to Williams. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Here's Jokic. Jokic rising up.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
To the inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
So both teams making some changes here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Williams gets the bucket.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Bridges outside. Trains the three-pointer. Bridges got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Reed. Diabate grabs the board. Out to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges got 22 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And here's Portland. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to Diabate. And they go to the intentional foul. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups.
Timeout.
Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Hit by Bridges. Now Grant. 5 on the clock. Buries the deep ball.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Ball with the rebound.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Now Jokic. Outside Grant. Knocks down the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Williams. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
And Jalen Williams that time showing you that explosive athleticism.
Outside Bridges. Here's Jokic. Stolen by Lively. Williams outside. Now Lively. Thompson with it. Williams a screen. Zach LaVine. Jokic pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 6. Jokic draws the double. And fires. And the 3 misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Brunson. Not that time. It won't go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for Denver.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And that one falls.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
A 3-pointer. Good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
so it's Portland winning this one.